Good morning. We're going on a rescue mission today. A very, very special one. Yes. Hi. We are in the north of Spain. We're going on a rescue mission. About 2 weeks ago, I received a letter from a very nice lady from Argentina. Her name is Berta. In that letter, she told me the story of her daughter and her dog. The dog is called Balu. Now, her daughter, that I'm not going to mention the name here for quite a few reasons. She moved to Spain very happy. She moved here to continue her studies and to stay, and she came with her dog. When she arrived, she found herself in a place called Andorra, in the north of the country, in the Pyrenees. She loved it there, she decided to stay. And everything was going really, really well, when all of a sudden, she fell prey of an individual, predator, basically. Some very traumatic events happened, and because of this, she decided to take her life. She tried to commit suicide. Luckily, she failed, but she ended up having to stay in hospital for many months. She had multiple fractures in her head. She was operated, life or death, and she was in hospital. Now, during this time, her dog was being cared for by one of her neighbors. Many months later, the authorities contacted her family. They found them and they said, "Look, you have to come to Spain to get your daughter. She needs to go home. She is in a bad condition and she won't be able to recover if she's not with her family." So the family came, very nice people, very, very nice people. Not only Berta, but her husband, the father of the girl. They came here and they took her back to Argentina. It was a situation where they had to take their very ill daughter, very sick daughter, and they left the dog to the care of that neighbor. And they promised for the neighbor to take care of him and we'll be back later, we will organize it. But once in Argentina, things didn't go well. COVID-19 happened, massive crisis in Argentina, devaluation of the peso, complete disaster. During this time, the daughter that has been recovered well, she really misses her dog. And it's got to the point where this lady wrote to me and said, "Look, I know what you've done for Christian. I know this is not what you normally do. But here we have a situation where my daughter has had to leave the country for medical reasons. She is still in therapy and going through a very difficult moment. And we feel that having her dog back with us could be really good for her." Those of you that know me, you know that I'm a sucker for these kind of stories. We're an animal rescue, but we also understand that very often with an animal tragedy, you have a personal tragedy, very linked. So this is why we always make efforts in trying to keep families together. We always make efforts in trying to avoid tragedies from happening. So I was very moved. I spoke to Berta. We had a chat over the phone. She told me everything, gave me many details. 2 weeks later, and here we are. Sergio and I are driving to the north of the country, to the mountains, to pick up that doggy, Balu. He's gonna go to the White House, and we will again take care of him until it's the moment where we can send him back to Argentina, where he belongs, because this is an Argentinian dog, and he's here lost. He doesn't have it. This is Spain. He's in a different country. This is not his place. He has a family waiting for him, loving people. And that's what we're gonna do today. So, Sergio, Seoul Jail. We're driving, we're gonna pick up Balu. Ni nieve tienen. Sí, sí. Mira que el sitio es bonito. Las vacas. We are arriving to the place. Okay. ¿Qué tal?
Hola, Balu.
¿Cómo estás?
Hola, guapo.
¿Cómo estás, Paula? Encantado.
Muy
Muy bien, míralo.
¿Todo bien?
Cansados, mamá.
Hola.
Guau,
Llegamos.
Chori, mira, tú desde aquí.
Chori.
Campeón.
Hola, Chori.
Ay, qué tío.
Se portó bien, ¿eh? Se portó bien. Sí. No,
Muy bien, campeón. Vamos, campeón. Cuidado. Venga, no te preocupes, tranquilo. Todo va a ir bien.
ya, mi amor.
Venga. Venga, va. Ya queda menos. So, Balu is with us. He's a great doggy. So sweet. He's in the back of the car. He's not saying anything. He's traveling comfortably. I have already told his family that he's with us and they are very happy. And that's it. So we're on the way. Tonight he's gonna sleep at the White House. He's gonna sleep with Maribel and everything will be okay. Now, another 6 or 7 hour drive. Oof, what a day.
Don't wanna sleep tonight at all. Just wanna watch
Baby. Usa chichi.
Hola, bebé.
Don't wanna try
Se ha quitado el mismo.
Mira qué guapo eres.
just to be seen.
Hola, ratita.
Here
Qué
beside
cariño.
you.
Es cariñosito, ¿no?
Muy bueno.
Carilla guapa.
Hola, Sergio.
Nothing open sky.
Ya está con Maribel en la Casa Blanca.
It's not what we know.
Ay, cómo tiembla. Ay, ay, vale, vale.
It's where we go. I grow wings to tell her goodbye. Oh, it's not what we see. It's what we choose to be.
Pero bueno, este está muy bien. No te preocupes. Hello, ¿qué tal, chicos?
Hello. How are you this morning?
How are you? ¿Qué tal?
I'm fine.
¿Cómo estáis? Where is Balu? Balu, venga. Amparito.
Ya sabes por qué.
¿Por qué?
Porque se ha venido en pijama.
¿Ha venido en pijama? Amparo is one of our volunteers. She used to work with us a long time ago, but she left. And now she comes every once in a while. And she has come wearing her pajamas. Seriously? ¿Cómo puedes venir en pijama?
Es que no sabía que venías.
Hola, Balu.
Balu, ¿cómo estás, campeón?
If I could hear my father's voice, he would tell me to move on. He would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time to laugh and time to heal. My favorite song is on repeat.
¿Qué tal, Balu? ¿Cómo estás? Ay, ¿un llorón?
Sí, siempre está.
Knowing soon we'll be back home.
Que te como yo, que te como esa cara. Mira qué pequeñito yo y yo, mamá. Yo rasco. ¿Qué has encontrado? Me hace una gracia ver rascar los salchichas, ¿eh?
Time to laugh and time to heal. My favorite song is on repeat.
La mamá. ¿Qué tiene, cariño, pelota? A ver, mira dónde está la luz que te gusta. Esa me encanta. Ella pelota está muy chula.
I'm thinking about you. And I'm wishing that you knew. That I'm thinking about you.
So Balu is fine, he's at the White House. It was an exhausting day yesterday, but today, when we saw him with Maribel, we realized that he feels right at home. So we're gonna wait a while, we're gonna see when is the right moment to send him to his family. Look, I know the last two rescues, Aaron and now Balu, are highly unusual. Usually when animal protection organizations rescue is always a dog that has been found on the streets or has been abandoned, but we feel that sometimes there are animals that require that little bit of help in order to keep the family together. Animal rescue and human tragedies, they tend to go hand in hand, and in these cases that's exactly what happened. So I know many organizations will say, oh no, well, he's a tackle, let's keep the tackle, let's find him another family. There's nothing wrong with these people. They're sweet, kind, they've been with him for 10 years, but the human tragedy that was the accident that happened to their daughter meant that they had to leave him behind and wait until the right moment came. So this is what we're gonna do. We will be helping Balu and his family, and that's what we do. This is who we are. So guys, thank you very much for being here, and thanks for your support. And as you know, this month I'm asking people especially to come and help me continue doing what I do, saving lives, intervening, changing the world, if you want to call it. And for this, I will invite you to join me on my Patreon support group. It's super simple, just follow the instructions and welcome. I need you. Thank you very much.